Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Brennan and today I'm bringing you another one of my online classes for the AECP Level 3. This time it's the Transcending Tattoo Techniques by JC Gaspar. I've got the link to this online class in my blog, and the link to my blog is in the description below. In fact, I've got a lot of information in my blog, so do head over and check them out. Like a few tips and techniques which I use here, but this tattoo technique is totally new to me. I had not heard of Trash Polka tattoo until I attended this class, and I was quite entranced by it. I'm not a tattoo person, too afraid of needles, but I really enjoyed the class and I enjoyed the images of Trash Polka. Trash Polka has got a limited color combination, most of grays, blacks, reds and whites. So I use these color combinations and create two cards. In these two cards, I use the Poppy Garden stamp set. For both the cards, I stamp a bunch of the flowers on KRAFT cardstock, and I use thick KRAFT cardstock mainly because I'm going to be coloring them with watercolor brush markers. And I choose 3 reds and a grey and jet black watercolor brush marker. Paint the flowers in shades of reds and the leaves in shades of greys. That's pretty straightforward. But what I found most challenging in this is creating the background in which I would place these flowers. So the background to me is more of the Trash Polka element with regards to using geometric designs, a little bit of spraying, and this is where I really got into airbrushing with Copics. You will see later on in the video. This storage that I have for all 4 of my Altenew watercolor brush marker sets is something I created for the finals of the Altenew Level 2 challenge, and I love it. I love the fact it's all compactly put together and the swatches are there as well. Do check out the link to the video on how I created this in the description below. I think it's if you take some time and put it together, it is really handy, and I love having it just available whenever I need it. So the colors I use here are Rouge, Crimson, Ruby Red, Evening Grey, and Jet Black watercolor brush markers. I test the colors out on a craft paper or craft card that I'm using to know what the color looks like, because these colors will look different on different colored cardstock. So I do have a little bit of a tester. Most of my swatches are on white watercolor, so when I'm going to use a different colored cardstock, I do test them out. And when I do color them, I don't color to the edge. I color just before the edge of the flowers to give it a different look, and I think it looks really pretty, and you don't have to be too precise when you do that. Have a look at the way I color it and see if that's something you'd like to try. I just found it easier to do it. It's less precise and it does have a good look when it's finished. In this video, I've also done something different in a sense that I have included. Now, all of these cards that I make, I need to do a background, and the background is where the big Trash Polka bit comes in. And for the first card, I included a background that I created, but I didn't like it. I ended up removing it, but I left it in the video because I think as a Trash Polka background, it's probably all right. It just wasn't suitable for the flowers I wanted to adhere to that. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press the notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. Do head over to my blog. A lot of information on all the tips and techniques that I use are explained in it, and the link to my blog is in the description below. I'll catch you later. I'll leave you with some music now. Sometimes less is more. I keep adding to this background, trying to convince myself that I like it. But sometimes you know quite early on when you're not too keen on the background or you feel it's not quite right. I felt the cubes were a bit big for the flowers and they were kind of competing with the image I wanted to lay onto the background. And I think the background should not take over. Well, it should complement the images that I attach to it. But I go ahead and attach it anyway. I like creating these backgrounds, and I realized that what JC Gasper, the tutor to this Transcending Techniques online class, said, that trash polka is to tattoo as mixed media is to paper crafting, really rings true as I was doing these backgrounds. And one of the things I realized when I was doing these backgrounds is how much I enjoy Copic airbrushing. Now, I used to use the little cans for the air, but they don't last very long. So one of the things I got when I was visiting my sister in Singapore was an electric compressor for Copic's airbrushing. I got this in an amazing shop in Singapore called Art Friends. My sister very patiently followed me around the shop to give me time to see all the wonderful craft things, and that's where I saw this compressor and I had to have it. I'll be using the compressor in future videos. I really enjoyed putting these cards together, especially the backgrounds. I hope you enjoyed the video and will give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press the notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. I'll certainly be doing more cards like this, perhaps even doing a trash polka-esque card with slightly different colors. Thank you for stopping by and I'll catch you at my next video. Happy crafting!